After seeing all kinds of tracks, wolf, marten. Oh my God! All I gotta say is, Louie, Louie! Oh baby, I said you gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good morning. So it's November 1st, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do my last bronze hike, which is Mount Louie. I saved this one to last because I know it's a peak that I could probably get to with a little bit of snow down without too much trouble. Because it's not a high summit, and it's not a long hike. It's 5.5 kilometers. So I'll just show you the signboard here. So I'm at the Cowlick Creek staging area right here along Highway 40 between Grand Cache and Victor Lake. The town is just up right here. So we'll just go to Mount Louie. A lot of people go in here on horseback. Around here somewhere you get to the Wilmore Wilderness area, and you can continue on in to the Wilmore Wilderness Park. So, staging area has seen better days. Could use a little upgrade. My truck parked over there. Oh, warning, bear in area. So I've got my bear spray. A little chilly morning. It's about -1 out right now. Not too bad if you dress for the occasion. A few rabbit tracks here in the snow. Older tracks, but rabbit tracks nonetheless. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day. Yeah, a few little clouds in the sky. Clear out over the mountains here right now. The sun should be up here and pop over the mountains here in half an hour or so. First we have to go in and cross over the channel between the two lakes. There's a little bridge there that we can cross on. It was in pretty rough shape the last time I was in this way. And we'll check it out and see what it's like. It was actually flooded this summer because there was so much water from the wet summer we had that the bridge was about 1 foot underwater. I see some hikers had thrown down some logs, tried to cross over. Wow, so there's not as much snowing around the woods here as there is in town. Pretty open. Okay, so this is the little bridge I was telling you about. You can see it's froze over here right now. Those logs are still thrown in there, so the water hasn't gone down much since July month. The channel between Victor Lake is up this way. Grand Cache Lake is down this way. Sorry about the wind. It was a little windy here this morning. I didn't realize that. See Stern Mountain back there. The one in the background is Lightning Ridge. And you can probably make out some lights steered through the trees. That's the Highway 40 just right there. Winds up the hill into town. We'll continue on in this way. See some coyote tracks. I see some mink tracks back there by the side of the creek there. Haha! Mount Louie, 4.4 kilometers this way. Wilmore Wilderness, 7K that way. We'll be going in this way later next summer to go into Hayden Ridge. I'm not sure what other areas do access that way. What other actual peaks that we have to climb to go that way, but that'll definitely be one I'll be doing next summer. Here we go. On up the hill. Nice hiking this time of year. It's not too warm. I came up here one time last year I was actually hunting, looking for some elk, and I saw this trailhead, so I turned up this way, and I got about 3/4 of the way up there, I guess. And anyway, I decided to turn around and come back, so I've never actually summited this mountain before either, so now we'll go take a look. We'll be on the east side of town, so it'll be a different perspective again. As you can see, lots of exposed rock faces coming up this way. Kind of follow this rocky ridge line up to the summit. There's Grand Mountain across the way. Can't see much else for the trees here right now. Yeah, short hike, but fairly steep. Not much level sections hiking here. As you can see, uphill all the way. Yeah, sorry about the wind noise. We're getting up there. Start to see a little bit around here now. There's the summit up that way. I believe that's Maudsley right there, that first big mountain. Not sure. Brotwaith is back there. Kvass. That double peak way back there in the valley, I believe that's the twin peaks of Mount de Beaver, or whatever it is. And again, Lightning Ridge back there. Stern in the foreground. See town there now laid out. Road going up. Looks like good moose country down there. Lots of willows and alders for the moose to chew on. Nice and calm here. Just kind of in a little valley. Wind is out that side. It's like a little winter wonderland here. Not too much snow. It's an inch or two. And after seeing all kinds of tracks, wolf, marten. Oh my God, there's a huge marten track there. Look at that. Looks like a size 12 Ricky Martin track. Yeah. So, we're gradually making our way up to the summit here. And all I gotta say is, Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, I said you gotta go. Yeah. So yeah, if you're ever up in the Grand Cache area, it's just a little short hike, 5.5 kilometers from the parking lot at Cow Lick Creek. And gives you a nice view of town, the lakes, as you'll see when we get up there. I apologize now for the wind, because I know at the summit it's going to be windy and loud. And the only way to counteract that is turn it down during editing, or put my waterproof case on, and then you wouldn't hear me talking, which might be a good thing. I'll leave that to you. Anyway, we're getting on up there. I'm figuring we should be here or there in the next 10 minutes or so. Getting close anyway. Okay, so I got a little confession here. I previously said 10 minutes or so. Well, that's wrong. Not only that, but I hate false summits. So you start coming up on this rocky outcrop. Ooh, a little bit of mud here. You start coming up onto this rocky outcrop there that's looks like the summit, only to crawl up over the top of it and then realize there's a big valley between you and the actual summit. So yeah, I kind of hate that. But it is pretty cool. Just keeps pushing you. So yeah, I probably got a kilometer to go here. We're into some big woods here in this valley. Kind of nice. A little bit of snow kicking around here out of the wind, and it's actually level for a change. Wow. Well, fairly level. Yeah, some big woods here. So there's a few places along the trail, you know, you're mostly in the woods, but there's a few places where you actually get to kind of look out and see town, the lakes, and the surrounding mountains and stuff. Saw some huge wolf tracks there. I think I might be on them again. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. Nice big. Look at that. That's almost as big as my hand. Take off the fingers. That's a nice wolf track. Kind of old. Got some bunny tracks in through there. That's what I like about the winter. You can see the tracks, you know what kind of animals are hanging around the area. Even though the sign at the trailhead said beware bear in the area, I've yet to see a bear track. I'm thinking it's past their bedtime now anyway, early November, 1st of November. It's been pretty cold up around here, so I know there was a big grizz out on the side of the highway 2 weeks ago. So he still wasn't gone to bed yet, but then again, that was like mid-October, so it is a couple of weeks later. We've had some cold weather and some snow on and off a few times, so maybe they all gone to bed. At least I hope they are. I don't want to fall into the arms of some crooked bear who's fighting bedtime. Then again, I got my bear spray. Give him a feed of pepper before he naps for the winter. Again, sorry about the wind. Louie. Woo! There's Wilmore Wilderness in all its mid-fall splendor. Coming into view there, Victor Lake in the foreground. Vine Lake down there. Susan Creek. Right there in the foreground, middle of your screen probably. Awesome. I ain't gonna stay here too long. I'm gonna grab my stamp, scooch you down out the wind somewhere, have a little snack and start heading back down. Up. There, the wind blew you over. So, just stop here for a few minutes, have a little fruit and veggie bar, and a glass of, or a bottle of water, and then continue on out. Nice. Nice down here out of the wind. So, this mailbox didn't have a stamp in it. So if you climb a mountain and there's no stamp there, because some of the ones close to town have been vandalized, unfortunately. So you just snap a selfie of yourself like you saw me do there. I think the camera blew over, but I don't know if that caught it or not. Anyway, we bring that into the tourist information center with your proof that you were there, with your picture, and they'll give you the stamp there. So far this is the second one I've seen, the bronze ones. I think most of the other ones are probably in place because they're so far out of the way people don't get up there to vandalize them. So Louie and Grand Mountain. Grand you can drive up to. So I guess that's been vandalized. I was surprised that Hamel and Flood were there because they're easily accessible as well. So I'll stop in there on my way home maybe and get my stamp. Okay, so that pretty much concludes Louie, 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 hey. Louie, 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 ah. Alright, enough with the parodies. Yeah, that concludes Mount Louie hike. I'm just a couple of minutes from the truck here now, and walking along by the canal here. You can probably see it down there. So yeah, nice little 5.5 kilometer one way, so 11 kilometer round trip. That last 45 minutes or so is straight up, man. Kind of deceiving. I don't know if you can see it back there. That last peak behind these couple of hills here in the front. That's the summit. Got to stop and get my my stamp at the Tourist Information Center. Then I'll be good to go. So, until next time, happy trails.